Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's Message in Moments. My name is Stephen Hall. Have you ever said something that you wish you could take back? Has filthy language or slander speaking ever come out of your mouth? My question is who hasn't ever had this problem in their lifetime? We all fall short in this area because controlling our tongue is perhaps one of the hardest things for us Christians to do. James tells us in James 3 and verse 8 that the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. Today I'd like to focus on a few things we need to watch out for when trying to bridle our tongues. First off, we need to watch out for lying. Sometimes we fool ourselves into thinking that we can hide things from one another. This may be true, but usually in the end the truth comes out. But I can tell you one thing for sure. There's no lie you can tell and hide from God for a second. Psalms 139 and verse 4 says that God knows what we're going to say before the word is even on our tongue. 1 John 3 and verse 20 also tells us that God knoweth all things. And finally, Solomon tells us in Proverbs 12 and verse 22 that lying is an abomination unto the Lord. The Lord knows when you lie, and it's a sin. To wrap this up, Paul, when speaking to the church of Colossae, commands the brethren to lie not to one another, seeing that you have put off the old man with his deeds. Colossians 3 and verse 9. After becoming a Christian, we must put off the old deed of lying. Secondly, we need to watch out for cursing. Let's consider what cursing is. Not only does it include the words that we label as bad, but also the slang words that we substitute for curse words sometimes. What's the difference in using something labeled a curse word and something labeled a slang word when it has the same meaning? We need to watch out and be extremely careful with the words we choose to speak. James 3 and verse 10 states, Out of the same mouth proceedeth blessing and cursing. My brethren, these things ought not to be so. Ephesians 5 and verse 4 also tells us that foolish talking nor jesting, which means filthy joking, should be among our speech, but instead we should give thanks. What this means is that instead of wasting our speech on foolish things, we should use it righteously and have clean speech. And thirdly, we need to watch out for slander and degradation. Slander is the making of a false accusation against an individual, and degradation is speaking negatively of someone, resulting in putting them down. These two uses of the tongue are similar, therefore I've put them together in the same category. James 4 and verse 11 reads, Speak not evil of another, brethren. He that speaketh evil of his brother speaketh evil of the law, and judgeth the law. But if thou judge the law, thou art not a doer of the law, but a judge. How is telling lies and putting someone down helping the kingdom of God? It condemns your soul, and possibly that person's too, because you're pushing them farther from the truth. Ephesians 4 and verse 29 completely wraps this lesson up. It says, Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. Brothers and sisters, let's start using our tongues to build up one another in edification, rather than tearing one another down in foolish speaking. Does Satan got your tongue?